All right, can you see my screen? Wait, there it's loading. Can you see the screen? Yes, no?
No.
Can you see the screen?
I'm on the phone, so I don't know.
I'm on the phone too.
Oh, okay, everyone's on the phone. Okay, then I'll just, thank you for at least letting me know.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that helps. Okay, well, see, you can get on your phone too. You can either call in, but I use the app on my phone, so yeah. Okay, so I mentioned Cedar Wood for a couple of reasons, because it really does relax the mind and body, being a tree oil, and bring us into that grounded, anchored place. It enhances vitality, which is one of the reasons that I really wanted to bring it up with this Aquarius energy, because with Uranus and Mars, there's going to be a lot of creativity and vitality, and we need to ground that, right? Because we can be overly processed in our head and not be able to do any of it. On an emotional level, Cedarwood enhances our ability to feel connected with community. And especially if I've always been a very eccentric, kind of out there person, never really tied into what the norm was for people, which was really great for the work that I do. But yet sometimes you can feel very distant and disconnected, like I don't belong here, right? Anybody else feel that way?
Yeah, yes.
So I know, sort of like, it's great to have groups like this where we can talk about more eccentric things that the collective consciousness doesn't even really tie into or believe. And so when we have an essential oil such as cedarwood, it helps us to really feel that support system, to share in life experiences, and to recognize that even though we are unique, there are other people that are experiencing similar things. So we don't need to think, oh, I'm so weird that, nobody else thinks or feels this way. They do, it's just there's fewer of us. Think of the top of the pyramid, where there's fewer of us that actually think and feel that way. So it's finding like-minded people that we can talk with about those things. Cedarwood also supports us in creating social bonds. So, very important for us to feel like we have people that we can connect with and have those, especially those heart-centered connections. Anybody have any specific experiences in using cedarwood?
I had used cedarwood. This is Barbara. I had used cedarwood just like in my closet.
Oh yeah, for the mods.
For my yes, that's what I use cedarwood. I didn't know that you could use it for other purposes. That was when I was introduced to it. That was the only reason why they introduced it to me. They said, "Oh, put that, put in a cotton ball, put it in your closet, and it'll keep the ball."
That's perfect, right? And we actually diffuse this quite a bit at the doctor's office that I work at. So it brings in that sense of community, and we're working together for whatever common cause is. So it's one that we diffuse quite a bit. Yeah, I like it with orange and arborvitae are two of my favorite oils to blend it with. Anyone else experiences with cedarwood? All right, so the next one, Clary Sage. Clary Sage, to me, opens the third eye. This is a major stress reliever. It's very calming and soothing. It helps us dispel illusions. So if we have specific confusion or there's illusions about our divine gifts or our purpose, I find that using Clary Sage, especially over my third eye, really enhances and opens me up to receive validation and information that supports me. On a physical level, it actually supports balancing normal hormone levels. It enhances our hair and skin, so you drop to your conditioner before you put it in your hair. Anyone use Clary Sage very often? No Clary Sage? Okay. The next one, Patchouli. This is one that I never really liked until this last year, and it's been one of my favorite go-to oils. Now, patchouli it's really good. It enhances the skin. It's a natural insect repellent. It's very grounding. But one of the things that I really like about it is it brings you into the physical body. So with a lot of the spiritual work that I do, I can be very out there, and you know, sometimes it's hard to stay grounded, even though I'll pull myself into a grounded space. It just feels better to be in this other realm, right? Like, I don't want to feel the third dimension that a lot of people are going through. And so it's easy for me to escape into these other energy fields so that I feel better. But what I find is we really need to ground ourselves and pull our energy back into physical form. And this is where patchouli really enhances that stability. It helps us appreciate our physical body. So, you know, there's a lot of body shaming that's going on out there, and it's easy to feel bad. You know, I had 3 brothers growing up that I never felt good about myself because they never let me feel good about myself, right? So it really does bring us back into that appreciation of our physical body, which enhances our confidence, because if we feel good about ourselves, ultimately we can project feeling empowered, basically. And it also promotes feelings of peace. So does anybody use patchouli, or have they used it?
I think I use this, Barbara. I think I use it more like as a perfume.
Perfect. That's what I use it. I use that with sandalwood or that with lavender.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really like it as a perfume too. Anyone else? All right, our next oil is sandalwood. Sandalwood is one of my favorite essential oils. In fact, I got, when I was in Bali last fall, I got a Ganesh carving out of sandalwood, and it smells so good. Absolutely amazing. So sandalwood is amazing for your skin. It helps restore your hair's silky shine, and it is really good at elevating your mood. Now, on an emotional or spiritual level, it enhances your spiritual connection. So this is going to be another great one to use before meditation, before journaling, anything where you want to be in that highly spiritual, creative space. It's very calming and soothing, quieting your mind as well as your physical body. Because it is a tree oil, it helps you ground again. So it helps us get out of that mental chatter so that we can really release you know, all the egoic mental mind. And then finally, it helps us in releasing attachments. So if we have attachments to expectations or a specific outcome, or attachments to people or substances or behaviors, that sandalwood really helps us in letting go of those so that we can attune with what's for our highest good. Anybody use or love sandalwood?
I never used it. This is Barbara. I never used it. I have it, but now that I just broke off that relationship, I think I'll start using it now.
I think it'd be a good one right now. Yeah.
Yes, I think it's going to help. I say especially, you know, to be able to release and, you know, stuff like that. I think it'll help.
Absolutely. And then the final oil that I'm bringing in for the Aquarius energy is Roman chamomile. Now, this is another oil that enhances our spiritual purpose, helps us find meaning in our lives. It is very soothing and calming to your nervous system. It calms the mind, and it supports the immune system. So when we get into that place where it actually softens your overactive egoic mind and sheds meaningless activities. I know I've been guilty of this, where the universe wants me to move in one direction and I'm resistant and fearful of what's going to be asked of me. And so I get caught up in busyness. So I'm sure none of you guys ever do that, right? It's only me. It's
Oh,
what
no.
I'm trying to avoid. So anybody use Roma chamomile?
What do you think of, this is Barbara again, what do you think of mixing sandalwood with Roman, with that oil you just mentioned?
Absolutely. Yes, I think that would be a great combination.
Okay. Thank
I always
you.
like to unscrew the lids and I smell the lids together to see if I like
Yeah.
it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I love blending my own little oils together based on what their specific characteristics are and what I'm looking to achieve.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mhm.
Any oils that you guys are specifically attracted to with this new moon?
Well, I guess this is Barbara. I always use the frankincense. So I'm attracted to that one.
When in doubt, frankincense, right? That's one of my
Yeah.
favorite oils. It has so many amazing benefits from supporting the
Yeah.
immune system, brain health, nervous system, grounding, connecting, all of those things. So yeah, frankincense is one of my favorite go-to oils.
Yeah. And then also I use cypress, and I said to help, I guess, like with circulation.
Perfect.
So I use that one as well.
Both the physical circulation and the energetic circulation, it really does get the fluids in your body moving so that you can flush out toxins, so that the emotions are moving through your system. So cypress is a really good one. In fact, the new blend that I create has cypress in it just to create more flow.
Which one you just mentioned?
I create a money blend.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it has cypress and wild orange, Siberian fir, and I think that's it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Because I want the wild orange for creativity. I want the Siberian fir to help break any ancestral patterns related to money and prosperity. And then obviously the cypress for flow. And frankincense would be a good one to add to that too, so that you're aligned with your truth and integrity.
Okay, frankincense. Then you said the Siberian fir, and I'm missing one.
Wild orange.
Okay, wild orange. Thank you.
Absolutely. So anybody have specific questions they have about an essential oil they're attracted to or they want to use, or a health concern that you're looking for oils to support you? Nothing?
I used a lot.
Well, if you do have specific questions and weren't able to bring those up, sometimes it's not easy to talk on a call, or maybe you want don't want to share personal information. I completely understand. You can always email me at healing@newmoonmanifesting, and I can make some recommendations to support you. And if there are no other questions, we'll wrap up for the day. I want to thank you for joining me for this Aquarius new moon. I hope it's a very innovative and forward-thinking and visionary new moon for you, and I look forward to having you guys on an upcoming call. So thanks everybody for joining me, and I'll see you next month.
Okay, thanks, Jenna. Bye.
Thank you. Bye now.